something else is crashing and burning that is very close to your heart. You can see the paraphernalia all around you.
It's almost like I like it.
Almost like you like it, almost like you were a fan of it, and are still a fan of it, and you hope to your heart that somehow it could be saved. And we've had this conversation a bunch. It could be saved. Doctor Who could be so easily saved with a couple of tiny little moments. It would take less than a minute, but I don't know. So you stumbled upon a whole lot of Doctor Who news in the past like 24 hours, just because they
Yes.
released a trailer, and then well, I think while you're setting up, while you're going to the trailer, you found more stuff, and it just what's going on here?
Yeah, I found a few different things, and most of it's related to the trailer, with the exception of one Mary Sue article that I was making jokes about. But yes, there is a new trailer for the 60th anniversary special coming up this November. It's going to be a 3-part special, 3 different episodes, 3 hours long, with David Tennant and Catherine Tate returning. And the trailer is good. The trailer is good.
Can we watch it? Can we get away with watching it? Do you think?
It's 30 seconds long, so yeah, I think we should be able to.
Let's go look at it. I haven't seen it yet. I have not sat down and watched it yet because I'm checked out. I'm so checked out of Who that I hear about it, but I don't go and look at it.
So lore wise, I have a lot of concerns, especially with how the trailer starts with what Donna talks about. But David Tennant is just firing on all cylinders in this trailer. There's a point where he gets really intense. He has his glasses on, looking almost at the camera, and it's just really. It's like, that's the Doctor. There's a new shot of the Doctor. I haven't seen a new shot of the Doctor in 5 years.
But here's the thing. This is the first footage we're really seeing outside of the end of Dr. Karen and the other trailers where he hasn't actually said it. We've just seen him moving. We haven't actually heard him
for the most part.
So this is the first time we're actually seeing him do something. All right, let's go through this.
Why did this face come back? To say goodbye.
I don't think that's a plane. It's a spaceship in trouble.
All right, so I wanted to copyright, obviously.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, my biggest concern with this trailer is how the trailer opened, with Catherine Tate saying, "Why did this face return? To say goodbye."
It's such a dangerous thing to be playing with.
Exactly, because I don't want Donna's story changed at all. I don't want it undone. I don't want her to remember. It's tragic, but in a really compelling way. And End of Time is the only thing that, if they did it end of time wise, where she doesn't remember, she's kind of on the periphery, but they don't affect the ending, I would be totally fine with her coming back. I would love her coming back. Or maybe meeting the Doctor for a new time and him worried about her remembering, but she never ultimately does, and the ending sticks. Something like that could work. But from those lines, it's clear she recognizes him. And it's like, why is this face back? Knows that he regenerates. There's just a lot of suggestive content.
There's so many dangers, not just for the ending, but for what it means for her to remember. There's just so many dangerous things that you're tugging at. And like our RTD should know better.
He should, but he's a very different man than he was back in 2009 when he left the franchise and when he wrote the Dr. Donna, because he's done nothing but woke shows since then, with almost no exception. And he's always tweeting out woke stuff. I mean, he is a gay man, but we knew that from the beginning and no one had a problem with it. And he never inserted it into the franchise.
Yeah.
But now it's a modern world where gay means a certain thing, and that's terrible.
Oh,
it's awful.
We're going to talk about that soon. Yeah.
But I just want to remind you who this person is.
Yes. That's a dude.
It's a dude. You see what I did with Yasmin for my thumbnail?
Yeah, I did. I saw your thumbnail.
I didn't even talk about Yasmin in my video, but
it's
a little jab in there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there are certain things we all want to throw in our thumbnails that have either not going to talk about it or have nothing to do with it because it makes us laugh.
It does. I mean, it just
let's be honest. I mean, I threw Halle Bailey on the thumbnail today just because I wanted to. Yes, we're going to talk about it, but
I love that. Was great.
That's going to be everywhere. I mean, and that's just my own version of it. All I did was do the whole. I mean, I have a place I can go where I create a PNG. I can remove background. It's a very simple website. And now even Camtasia has beta testing, a built-in thing that can do it too. So, I mean, we can all do it. And the memers have been having a ball with it. But that's not going away. And if I feel like I can use it, I'm going to use it just because, even if it has nothing to do with it. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get your thoughts. We saw these new monsters for a second here. What do you think of those? I think they look cheap.
It looks like a cricket I need to step on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the look. It looks like plastic.
It doesn't look. Where's the? How's it going to emote? That's a fixed.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Face.
There were better monster prosthetics in the 70s.
When they created the Daleks for the first time. I mean, did you? I'm sure you watched the fake biopic. The biopic of the first Doctor, of what was really going on there. That was incredible. What they tell you, let's just put these things together. And are they going to work? It'll work. Trust me, it'll work. And it worked. And it's just this is, you're right. This looks lazy. It looks sad. No heart. It's got no heart.
Yeah, absolutely no heart. And they've got the biggest budget Doctor Who has ever had. There's conflicting reports on how big the budget is, but it's clearly way bigger than anything Doctor Who's ever had before because of Disney Plus's financial backing. And I hate that. I hate that so much. But yeah, Disney and Sony are paying for Doctor Who now. It's not good. Yeah, absolutely. Old stuff looked better. And I don't know how well you remember this episode, but do you remember David Tennant's first special of his 4-part special?
The Christmas special, or
the first of the 4, the one where they go to the desert planet. There's the fly people. I immediately thought of the fly people when I saw this.
No,
remember that there was the big red bus that went through the portal. They're in the desert.
Yes, with that brunette chick who's hot. Yes.
Yep, the brunette chick who's like a royal, and she's a.
I thought she was gonna. When I first saw that, I thought she was gonna be a companion.
Oh, everybody did.
I'm like, oh, new companion, and then no.
Nope.
Like, oh yeah, there's great chemistry there. She could be fun, and she's hot.
But I mean, since you didn't remember the episode, it's clear you didn't think of the same thing. But yeah, that's what I was getting vibes from. Is there were fly people in that episode?
What triggers me? The hot chick in the episode. You know, that's the line. Oh yeah, that chick. Yeah, the hot chick. Hey, that works. You know, I got boobs on the brain. So come on.
Hey, it's where they should be. But yeah, I just got those fly people vibes. So in my trailers, like maybe in my video, maybe they're cousins to those fly people. Maybe they're not. I don't know. It just looks bad.
Looks like that's a cricket. Looks like a cricket to me. I see cricket head. I don't
know. Ooh, yeah. I'm thinking Bug's Life.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
All right. So yeah, they've named all the trailer.
I heard the names.
Yeah, all 3 episodes, and they've divided up the footage for that. So the footage we're going to see is only from the first episode for the next few seconds, and then the new title, only the second episode, and so on and so forth.
All right.
What do you think of Star Beast?
I fart a better title than that.
See, I just thought it exists. It exists. I don't have any strong emotions against it. I'm very split on these 3 titles. I don't feel anything for one. I love another, and I hate the third one.
I mean, I'm already working on. You want the idea of a beast from the stars. I'm already working on different combinations. I'm looking at this. I'm already coming up with better synonyms than just the Star Beast.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know why, but I immediately thought of Matt Smith's second episode from season 5 with the star whale in England in the future that's riding on the back of the whale.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably not related to that, but Star Beast, I think Star Whale. But yeah, I do like they're going back to the old logo, though. I mean, the old time vortex. I mean, it's a lot more orange than it was before, but it still looks like the RTD era time vortex. And that's my favorite vortex. I love Matt Smith's better era as a whole better, but the vortex in
this
RTD
tells me this is swinging hard to try and show, oh, look, here comes a good nostalgia swing. Don't just forget about everything that came before, even though we're not going to wreck on it like we should. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's so much nostalgia, so many member berries. And that's another example of what we were talking about earlier during the box office discussion is learning the wrong lessons from other successful things. Since Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Into the Spider-Verse, people are like cameos. That's what sells. Nostalgia in Star Wars, that's what sells. People think nostalgia means money. Doesn't mean that anymore because the audience is caught on. So maybe BBC, Russell T. Davies have learned the wrong lesson.
You mentioned Star Wars. When it comes to nostalgia, the people that want to see real Star Wars, what they're putting out there, that's Filoni-verse cameos.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want that. I don't want cameos from that stuff because to me that's not Star Wars. There's no and that's what Dave Filoni all he's good for is cameo. There's no originality. It's all borrowing from others and borrowing from himself now. All right, let's keep going with this. Let me see this.
I'm sorry, Donna.
Okay, I mean that's
it's nothing really.
It's Donna centric, but it's and there's not enough to go. But I'm sorry, Donna. So clearly that's her. She's going to be there for that one. Clearly,
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, she's in all three of them, yeah.
Oh,
But
she is. Okay.
something I want to point out here is this might be me reaching very, very hard. Absolutely. Redacted is a common word, okay? It's very common, but with two things in all the trailers, all the recent stuff in the teasers leading up to this teaser, they all put redacted in it. Redacted was everywhere in these trailers with the same type of cutting out. I'm worried, and this
Bad Wolf type thing. It's like they're
no,
okay.
that would be interesting. That would be fine.
No,
But
I don't mean Bad Wolf, but I mean they're doing the Bad Wolf thing where they're having the same word repeated.
Yeah. No. That would be fine. I'd have to see it in context to see if I would be okay with that. But I'm actually thinking of something far, far worse. And you can tell me if I'm overthinking this. Redacted is a common word again, but this is one of the things I tweeted out that right now, currently, is a Doctor Who spinoff. I think it's an audio drama called Doctor Who Redacted. And that's that uber woke one that we've talked about over the last couple of years with like a near full trans cast, trans creators, all diversity. Like there's not even a single white man in the cast, I don't think, or in the behind the scenes. It's just all trans and gay. That's pretty much Doctor Who Redacted is Doctor Who gay and trans. So that might mean me just being like, oh, redacted. But at the same time, Redacted has a lot of context. But with it coming out currently, like season 2 of Redacted is coming out soon. And so I think it might be tied together, and I'm worried.
Here's the problem. There's been no reason for you not to be worried.
It's true.
Okay, here's something that is totally bad for it, but it's the agenda crap, and therefore we're instantly going to think, okay, they're going to just try and reinforce the agenda crap while putting in some. It's basically it's bait and switch. You're afraid of bait and switch.
Mm-hmm.
Here's David Tennant acting like David Tennant Doctor, and instead we're going to slip in some other crap that is only continuing to ruin the IP.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you're unwarranted for your fears. It doesn't sound like that to me.
Well, and one of the other things I tweeted that I was talking about earlier with my slew of Doctor Who tweets from this morning was in checking Redacted out, seeing if when season 2 is coming out and whatnot. I saw an old article that I'd missed from the Mary Sue, something that came out a while ago. So I just wanted to share this headline real fast because I laughed my ass off.
Definitely.
So Redacted let go of the queer woman who was show running the audio drama for Redacted and replaced her with a man, and Mary Sue freaked out.
Oh man,
I just love that. How did I miss it? I don't know how I missed it, but
March 10th. That was a Wednesday. So
I mean, I haven't been making super regular content during that period because that was when I was in Florida, I think, or just.
Oh, I'm sorry, March. I thought I said May. No, March. Oh, dude, that's like you were out of your brain right then. You were completely out of your mind for March.
Thanks, mate.
Well, I mean, you were burning the candle at both ends, and then you went from one event to another, and then right into Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So March to April for you is a blur. It's a blur.
Very, very true. But yeah,
so it's legitimate that you missed it. It's completely legitimate because you were doing so much shit. All right, Wild Blue Yonder.
I don't know why, but I love this title.
It does sound. I'm not offended by it. Like here's the thing. It's a title that could mean something. Unlike The Star Beast, Wild Blue Yonder, it could mean anything, and it feels like there's an adventure to be had.
Exactly. Well, and I just think of the song that this is from. It's like going off to the wild blue yonder. That mentality has been one that's very prevalent through, especially New Who, but Doctor Who in general, is we're off to an adventure. The horizon is our destination. Exploration is our goal. Hearing that song, that's what I think of is the final frontier, Star Trek wise. This is we're going to the horizon. Bring me that horizon. Just adventurous spirit is what I associate with that song. And when I hear Wild Blue Yonder, it fits so perfectly to me because that is a big theme. Is the Doctor just wants to explore? He doesn't want to get involved in all these big galactic events. He just wants to see everything, and that's when he's asked about religion in the David Tennant era. He's asked like, "Hey, what do you believe in?" during the Satan Pit two-parter, and he's like, "I believe that I haven't seen everything yet." That is his goal. And while
the problem
Beyonders,
is,
I mean, TARDIS blue too.
Well, the problem is the TARDIS is going to take him where he needs to be. That's the problem.
Yep.
Can't avoid it. The TARDIS can take where it has to go.
But it just feels so Doctor Who to me. And I mean, adding in blue at the same time, like there's multiple things in there. It has layers. It's more than just Star Beast. Oh, there's a beast who's from space. Great. What does that mean? It invokes an image in my brain. It invokes emotion within me.
I agree.
I feel like that's a good title.
You've made an excellent descriptive case for it. Yeah, and I agree. It doesn't. I'm not left going. I'm going okay, which is the best you're going to get out of me. Okay.
And then they undo any positivity I had in just a minute here.
Oh, no.
But
okay.
He's here, driving you mad, laughing at the human race.
All right, that shot at Tennant right there, that was good.
That's the one that I was talking about at the beginning. When he says that, he's got his glasses on, he's like laughing at the human race. That is Time Lord Victorious. That is the Doctor. I've finally seen the Doctor again since Capaldi left the role. This is the first shot that I'd say is the Doctor again. The first new shot of the Doctor I've seen since 2017.
Yeah, that's and he's speaking like the Doctor. There's the tone. It's inflection. I mean, so it works. And problem is, this is just
it's bait.
It's bait, and it's window dressing. And now I'm going to say Tennant is probably going to knock it out of the park.
Oh, I would agree.
You'll let me know because I'm not going to watch this. You're going to let me know. But Tennant's probably going to knock it out of the park. And then again, we can't judge Ncuti Gatwa until we see him probably. But I feel like it's probably just going to be such a letdown after Tennant is back.
Oh yeah, you can't like Ncuti. He might be okay. I've seen some of his other stuff. He might be okay as long as he doesn't do his normal high pitched voice. If he deepens up his voice a little bit, as long as he doesn't. I mean, if you've seen how he dresses from the 70s, I think they gave him an afro.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see with Ncuti Gatwa. Ncuti Gatwa is in these specials, and he was in the first trailer. He's not in this one for some reason, but he has been in the trailers before. And there's some theories behind it. Initially, when the first trailer at the end of Power of the Doctor came out for the 60th anniversary, you see him in a very cloudy environment saying, what the hell is going on?
And he's got Tennant's clothes on, which means immediately it's post-regeneration.
Not necessarily. So the big theory that came out is those clouds look identical, and I hate that I'm using Power of the Doctor for this theory, but when Jodie Whittaker was inside her brain, or when the Master had regenerated into her and she's stuck in her brain, it's weird, it's stupid.
That sounds retarded.
And she meets a bunch of classic Doctors like Paul McGann, like Colin Baker.
Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, you told me about this. Yeah,
it's the same environment. Like the clouds look the same, so people are thinking that the Doctor was supposed to regenerate into Ncuti Gatwa. Something went wrong, and David Tennant came out. People think actually that the toy maker, this guy, well, we think he's the toy maker. Neil Patrick Harris is the one who forced him out. And so they think Ncuti Gatwa was stuck in that limbo that we saw in Power of the Doctor, trying to get out because he's the real next Doctor. He should be out there. So he's like in David Tennant's head fighting with him because he's supposed to be the Doctor right now. And and that ultimately, I think that has been debunked because Russell T Davies came out a few months later and said that background isn't really where Ncuti Gatwa is. They had to cut out the background. Otherwise, it'd be a massive spoiler.
So, I'm going to believe RTD then. I'm going to believe RTD.
Yep. But there's a lot of theories with it, a lot of leaks. And this guy, like I said, we believe he's the Celestial Toymaker. He hasn't been around since the first Doctor era. He's another evil Time Lord, basically.
Okay, I didn't know that. I did not.
Yeah, he might be the Master too, but I mean, Neil Patrick Harris gays it up pretty well too, so I don't know how that's going to work out. Like he's wearing lipstick right now, a lot of it. But this is the theory right now from leaks. So you care about leaks?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm not gonna watch it, so I don't care.
So
Warning: leaks for Doctor Who next season. Go.
What we've heard is that he loves Doctor Who. He loves watching the Doctor like a show, but he's just voyeuring on him for this whole time. And the Doctor, Donna, was his favorite pairing. So that's why he's forced David Tennant to come back out as the face and forcing him back to Donna so he can relive it. And David Tennant is going to have to teach him to let go of the past, let go of what he loves, and let the past die, basically, kind of Star Wars-y, and say, we can't cling on to the past. We have to move forward. And they think it's going to reinforce the timeless children and solidify Shutagawa's Doctor as who it should be. It's like the whole message is leave David Tennant and the Dr. Donna, Catherine Tate, in the past to die where they're supposed to be. Remember them fondly, but you shouldn't cling to the past so much. And that's what they have to teach him. And so they have to, Neil Patrick Harris's character has to let him regenerate into Shutagawa. And as soon as he convinces the Neil Patrick Harris to do that, that's when he becomes Shutagawa, because he's actively forcing him to stay David Tennant, because that's who he loves. He can't let go. He's a child holding on to his favorite toy, and David Tennant has to tell him to grow up.
I don't like any of that.
I don't like that either. To be honest, they bring back two of the greatest characters to ever exist within Doctor Who just to say, yeah, you fans are dumb for liking them. They're using nostalgia and weaponizing it against the fans to beat them over the head with it. I believe it could be true, especially with Disney's involvement.
And here's the thing. One of the key aspects of a Doctor Who fan is loving your Doctor. We each have a favorite Doctor, and reliving their adventures is what a lot of people like to do. And it's just, this spits in the face of what the fandom is to me. The Doctor Who fandom is telling you forget your favorite Doctor and move on and accept our new and improved, racially appropriate, possibly sexually appropriate Doctor. So it's just that. All right, let's keep going.
All right, and this third title I despise. Nice. Third title's called The Giggle. What the hell? Fuck? Like, Star Beast just sounds generic and forgettable to me. Wild Beyonder, like I said, I adore it. But The Giggle? The hell does that mean? And, like, how does it tie into the story? Like, there's going to be, like, some disease that makes you laugh yourself to death?
What are we, the Joker? What is this? What is this, smile? I mean, it's just, oh my god, that title, that's just, I don't get it. I don't get RTD anymore with this. What are you doing?
He's not RTD anymore, and that's the problem. Like, I love Russell T Davies. He created some of the best television in history for me, in personalized. Like, my favorite television of all time is Russell T Davies related. I adore this man. And so it breaks my heart to say this, but he's not RTD anymore. He's not who he used to be, and it sucks. It's for a good, like, his character change is for a specific reason, not necessarily with the evolution of society. He really changed when his husband died, and that sucks. That's terrible to say, but he did change a lot, and sympathies go out for him. He didn't deserve that. It was a terrible situation. It was agony because it took a long time. It was a terminal illness, I believe. It's awful, but he's not RTD anymore. He's not.
Real quick, Grump just woke up.
Okay, we'll see him in a minute.
He just woke up. We called it. Go from Tears of the Kingdom.
He's in.
All right, keep going.
What the hell?
That's it.
Don't forget.
So the giggle might be related to him. So for those of you who don't know, this character right here, this furry fuzzball, is called Beep the Meep. And as soon as this trailer came out, I sent a picture of it to Krista and said, I immediately thought of you because their whole beep thing. But this guy, he's been in the comics for a long time. Like, he is an established character pre-Chibnall. And people are excited about it. There are a lot of legitimate fans who are excited to see Beep the Meep in live action for the first time. Okay. I just don't know if I like what I see, to be honest.
I see. I mean, it's just, this is my face. Okay, whatever. I mean,
it's good animatronics or whatever they're using, because it's not CGI.
Okay. I guess because I guess it's something I don't know, therefore I'm not
I have no attachment to him. I've never read the comics that he's in.
Okay, yeah. So it's just all I see is some furry stuffed animal like thing.
Yeah, it's weird. Krista, she responded and said it looks like Baby Yoda. I guess it has wide ears.
You buy Mogwai. You buy Mogwai.
Well, and you're referencing a Spielberg-related product. This is supposed to be a reference to E.T. E.T. hiding in the stuffed animals.
I can see it. I see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I want to eat crow. That's something I talked about in my video. Mm-hmm. I want to eat crow. I want nothing more than good Doctor Who again, especially with David Tennant and Catherine Tate returning. 5-7 years ago, that would have been the most exciting thing to hear as a Doctor Who fan. Catherine Tate, David Tennant are returning for an anniversary special. I would have lost my fucking mind. But that's not how I feel. And I want to eat crow, but that's not the case.
Well, here's the thing. The thing is, you're not apathetic. You're sad right now. Because if you were apathetic, you wouldn't be hurt by this. You wouldn't be pining. You're not like Az, who is completely just fuck it, doesn't even look at it, doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He has closed his heart off to this. Your heart is still open, and you want it to be good so badly. Just like, I mean, if I thought about things that I could say I want them to be good. I mean, I won't say that about Disney Star Wars because it's not Star Wars. I mean, I never expected it to be good, but I want my heart has been opened again to Star Trek after Picard season 3. I want legacy. I want that. I want to enjoy that so badly, but I know I'm not going to get it. So I'm sad. Makes me sad. I know that what I saw is likely the last real Star Trek I may see for a decade, unless they put if they're smart and they just put it to sleep and don't do anything. Let Disco end. Let Brave New Worlds run its course for those who like it, because it's still stuck in a prequel timeline.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? Oh, I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff that's dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.